Hey girls! This week's topic is going to be Baby 101. And it's just going to be information all about babies. My aspect that I'm going to take on it is the newborn stage of a baby. Some of the other moms might do newborn, or they might just do all through infancy, or not really sure what they're all going to do, but this is the aspect I'm going to take on it, and I'm going to tell you about all things newborn. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and keep on listening. First thing I'm going to talk about is how you may feel as a mother after you have a baby. A lot of people, you see it portrayed in the movies, it's a happy, joyous experience, and for most it probably is. Sorry if you hear Bostonese playing in the background. But for some, it may be, you may get postpartum depression or baby blues or something like that, and that's perfectly normal as well. I personally got postpartum depression after I had Boston, but mainly because I was just overwhelmed with how different it was to have a baby than what I had imagined or what I had thought, and so I was just very, very overwhelmed. I was trying to breastfeed. I breastfed him for 2 months, and I just didn't have the resources available to me that I have now, and so if I had those resources, I could do it 100%. I know I could, but I was just very, very frustrated with that, and so that was one of the things that caused my postpartum depression. Another was very, very quickly after we had a baby, our living, my husband had lost his job, and so that kind of influenced my postpartum depression. So it was just a huge, huge thing. And so I just wanted to let you guys know and be aware of it. It is a joyous and happy experience, but don't be sad and don't feel like you're a horrible parent. Don't feel like there's anything wrong with you if you do have sad feelings or anything like that, because there's always help and there's always someone that you can talk to. And so just find us a very good, the main point of what I'm trying to say about this is find a really good support system and educate yourself on the possibility of that may happen after the baby is born. So just so you'll be prepared just in case. But if not, you're happy and everything, that's good too. And I was happy, but like I said, that just postpartum depression, I dealt with that. Fingernails after they're born. Their fingernails are, pretty long and sharp. Those things are sharp. They say not to cut them. I bit Boston's nails for just a little bit, and then after his fingernails, you can feel when their nails start to harden just a little bit. I started cutting them. He only wore mittens once when he was in the hospital, and that's because the nurses told me I couldn't bite his fingernails and I couldn't cut his fingernails, but I felt like as his mother, I knew what I was doing and I didn't hurt him. He was perfectly fine, and I didn't want him to have to wear mittens on his hands, so I just bit his fingernails off. But do whatever's comfortable for you, like I said. Another thing is be prepared with medical remedies that you feel comfortable with. Some parents feel comfortable with homeopathic remedies, different, there's a whole ton of homeopathic remedies that you can use for your baby. But just prepare yourself for homeopathic remedies. Kind of educate yourself about some things that could happen to newborns. Look at pictures and try to familiarize yourself with how the umbilical cord should look and what it should look like as it's falling off, and if it's looking normal and things like that. I didn't know what that should look like, and so that was another thing that was kind of overwhelming, because I was always paranoid that it was going to get infected or I wasn't doing something right. So just educate yourself about that. Another thing is, if you're going to breastfeed, I did not have a good nursing bra before he was born, and I would say get a couple of good nursing bras before the baby is born. That'll just help. You're going to be sore. You're not going to want to go out and get the nursing bras and the nursing everything that you need. So make sure you have all of your nursing needs before the baby's born. I don't know, there's so much for a newborn. If you're going to bottle feed, make sure that you know, kind of familiarize yourself with possibly what formula you might be interested in. I went into the hospital and I breastfed, but they kept wanting to shove a bottle down his throat, and my nurse ended up giving him a bottle, and she gave him a bottle that the brand they didn't even make the brand anymore. So when I went to switch him over to formula, after I had to quit breastfeeding him, I told him this is the formula. This is the formula that the only formula he's ever tried, and he didn't have any trouble. They were like, they quit making that a year ago. So make sure that you know what formula you want to use if you're doing formula, so that you can be prepared for that in the hospital. You also might want to familiarize yourself with how much a newborn should be eating, and what's normal and what's not. I didn't know that, and when I switched him over to bottle, I was overwhelmed with that as well, because I didn't know that, after he drank it all, if he was still hungry. It was so confusing about the whole thing. I'm going to jump back to breastfeeding really quick. Mothers, just be confident in yourself that if your baby is eating and he's healthy and happy, you are doing perfectly fine. Do not get afraid by if he's not eating too much, if he's, whatever. They're going to eat a lot when they're newborns. They're going to eat a lot. And I didn't know that. I thought I wasn't giving him enough and that he wasn't getting enough. It's just he was going to eat a lot. So, just be ready for that they do eat a lot, but don't worry that it does stabilize out. Some babies do eat more than others, but it normally stabilizes out after a few months. So just be prepared. Either way you're going to feed them, familiarize yourself with either way. There is so much more that I could cover. This video is already like 8 minutes long. So if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask. Some helpful videos for baby buying or things not to buy. We've already uploaded those videos, so you might go check those out if you're wanting to figure out something like that. But as for care and everything else, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me or ask one of the other moms. I'm sure they wouldn't mind as well. And I guess that I will talk to you guys later. So I look forward to hearing what the other moms have to say, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.